this video, you'll learn why the way you're breathing is bad for you and how you can correct it. So if you stick to the very end, you'll start to breathe optimally and take a step towards a healthier life. So I stumbled upon this book, The Oxygen Advantage, and I'm aware that you don't have the time to read this book. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the most important parts and give it to you in a simpler manner. The first thing that this book talks about is breathing. Think about it. We can survive 3 days without water, a week without food, but you don't realize that you aren't breathing properly. Surprising, right? We think about what we eat and what we drink, but we don't talk about what we breathe, specifically how much of it. When it comes to breathing, you don't feel like you're doing something wrong. It's like posture. You don't feel it until you get older. Here's a quick question. Do you breathe through your nose or through your mouth? If you breathe through your mouth, now you need to fix that and breathe through your nose. Because if you breathe through your mouth, you're actually over breathing. When you breathe through your mouth, your breath is shallow. You have less carbon dioxide in your body to release oxygen. So the more you breathe, the less oxygen you get. So the proper way to breathe is to breathe lightly with your nose. Breathe deep so that your stomach will expand. The best way for you to expand is to subscribe if you haven't already. If you think this is hard for you, wait until you get into my shoes. It wasn't easy for me to adapt this concept because I inherited asthma. Every time I would have a cough, my lungs would whistle and make it harder for me to breathe. There was one time that I played basketball and I couldn't catch up to my breath. So I went outside the field and held on to a metal fence. I had no idea what was going around me because I was catching up to my breath and I was worried that I might collapse. So my breathing at this moment was very fast and very shallow. Then suddenly I can feel that my body was having trouble supplying oxygen to my brain. Instantly, my vision got worse and I started to saw star-like things in my eyes due to dizziness. And I did not have an asthma inhaler because I kind of trained myself not to use it. So I just took asthma like a man when I was a kid. But at that moment, man, I really needed that one. During this moment, I couldn't talk because I'd rather catch up to my breath. So it was that hard for me to talk. So asthma kind of gave me the habit of shallow breathing. I've been practicing this for a while now and I'm still working on it. But wait, there's more. I also had allergic rhinitis. Every morning when I wake up, I sneeze. So if you were my family, you would know if I woke up already. This made breathing through my nose harder because my nose would get clogged, sometimes with nasal goo, and sometimes when it gets cold, it would block a nostril or both. So ever since I was a kid until a year ago, I was breathing through my mouth. So I just took away all your excuses. So if I can do it, you can do it too. The best way to ensure that you breathe properly is to smash that like button. To ensure that you breathe through your nose while you sleep is to put a tape in your mouth. This will prevent you from snoring as well. But be careful, don't do this to kids under 6 years old. Don't do this when you're drinking, but there shouldn't be a reason for you to drink. So don't drink or else I'm gonna put a tape in your mouth. So the best way to learn from books is to apply them, and I encourage you to do it right now. So I really appreciate that you stuck to the end, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.